Hi guys, I'm back. I know I did a video probably a few weeks ago now as sort of an update on Bentley and a kind of closing out and a goodbye because we were coming to the end of our struggles. But we were still breastfeeding, and we still are. Today is December 8th, so he is 8 days shy of his 10-month birthday. So he's almost 10 months old. The reason for my video today is to reach out to any of you guys that may have been following me all along and going through sort of what I'm going through right now. Postpartum depression is a real thing, and this is the face of it right here. You guys, I just wanted to make a real video. My kid, Bentley, just woke up, so he's making noise in the background. I've got the tree behind me, which, you know, half of it was put up by my husband anyway, and my 2-year-old toddler is asleep, hopefully for he won't be asleep for very much longer. But the real reason is because most of the people who have subscribed so far and watch my videos going through relactation or using the SNS or issues with not being able to feed your baby adequately, breastfeed your baby, which is, you know, supposed to come natural to every woman. It's all a real thing, and when you can't do that, it weighs on your psyche like nothing else. I mean, it's like having a C-section, probably. I've never had one, but I know women who say they feel they were cheated at birth, at having a normal birth. Both of my babies were preemies, and I have incontinent cervix, so I feel cheated at that. You know, I know that the next baby, if we continue to have more, which we do plan to, will probably be born premature as well, but that's just something that I have to deal with, and, you know, my husband and I have to go through. So, there's a lot of, there's not a lot of attention to women who battle postpartum depression. I know it's asked at your 6-week visit, postpartum visit, or your 2-week postpartum if you have a C-section, something like that. And sometimes your pediatrician will ask you about it, but really it's not talked about as much as it should be. I've never encountered depression. I've had anxiety and panic attacks my whole life since I was 12 years old, but I've never had depression. I did go through a divorce before, about 7 years ago, to my first husband. I'm married now to my second husband, but he was not my first, surprisingly. Some of you might not know that, but my first husband, when we got divorced, I went through a Great Depression. I was about 25 at the time. I was a nurse, and so I had to work 3 days a week, and then the other 4, I could lay in bed all day and just cry in my grief. After a few months, I was fine. So that's not what I'm going through right now. What I'm going through right now is difficulty in, you know, just getting out of bed every day. Taking care of my kids is such a chore, and my 2-year-old is a 2-year-old, and he is in the terrible 2 phase, and he's challenging, but at the same time, my little, Bentley is like the perfect baby. He's over there on the floor right now. He's just getting ready to start crawling, and he's just happy. Hi. He's just happy playing on the floor and doesn't need me to really play with him. But my 2-year-old constantly needs something, redirection, toys, attention, which is normal for a 2-year-old. That's normal, and that's fine, But guys, I'm telling you, PPD, postpartum depression, also known as PPMD, postpartum mood disorders. Like I said, I'm almost 10 months postpartum with Bentley, but it can present late. And I think there was a trigger for me. My husband works for the Navy, and he travels overseas frequently to Asia. We don't talk about it publicly because for safety reasons mostly. But he does travel a lot. This most recent time was for 5 weeks and a day, 36 days. So that was our longest separation so far in the 3.5 years we've been together, almost 4 years. Is that right? 3.5? Yes, okay. So it's just been, and maybe that was the trigger, because before he left, I was feeling pretty good and I could get up and take care of the boys and be fine. But maybe that was a trigger. I'm not sure. I really haven't researched PPD very much. I am in healthcare, so I do know a little bit about it. It's hormonal. And, continuing to breastfeed for this long, there's hormonal changes that go with that. But mainly his absence for so long really, really set me off. I mean, depression to the point of getting up out of bed every morning to take care of my boys. I was crying every day. I still am. I cry every day, multiple times a day. I take it out on the kids, mostly my 2-year-old, because the baby can't help it. You know, and it's very scary. This is what happens to moms who try, you know, I know I'm OCD. I know I have issues with anxiety, and you know, if things are like out of place or not done the way I like it, or if my house isn't clean, or the laundry isn't done, or the dishes aren't done, I freak out. And that's all part of my anxiety and my psych issues, and that makes me depressed as well, knowing how much I have to do. But I'm a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home moms shouldn't have problems with those things, and yet I do. Just because I just want to sit here, and it's not laziness at all. It's a feeling of utter despair. You just sit here and you feel like you have little to no self-worth. You know, I gave up my job as a nurse, which was my calling in life. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And now here I am taking care of these kids. I change dirty diapers. I clean up spit up. I do the dirtiest jobs around, and neither of them thank me for it, which they can't. They're too little. But, you know, usually when you do a job, when you go to work and you do a good job, you get praise for it. Well, this job doesn't come with praise, at least at this age. And as they grow older, and their boys probably won't get much either. And I'm not even looking for that. It's just, you guys, this is the face of postpartum depression. I wanted to reach out to you guys, like I said, because most of the moms that struggle with having to use the SNS and relactation and getting your milk supply back up, you know what I'm talking about. And you're not alone. I'm here. I'm going through it. I have struggled with starting antidepressants or not. I started them, and then I kind of dried up a little bit, so I didn't want to do that. Now I'm at the point where I'm not eating. I'm losing weight. My family's concerned. I'm concerned. I've been concerned the whole time because I know something's going on, and it's not healthy for me, or especially Bentley, because I'm still breastfeeding him and he needs calories and fat. So it's come to a risk-benefit. You have to weigh the risks with the benefits as far as starting a new medication if you're still breastfeeding. If he was on formula, I would have been on antidepressants a long time ago, and hopefully wouldn't be where I am now. But now I'm at the point where it's kind of like a do or die situation, and I need some help. I'm reaching out to everybody I can think of. My church group, we recently started going back to church, which has been helpful. We've only been to one service. I'm trying to volunteer at some local health clinics just to get out of the house. But you guys, even that is hard. I mean, just getting out of the house is hard. I don't feel like getting up and brushing my teeth every day, let alone putting on my clothes and going to work for a couple hours. Even though it's volunteering, it's still a job to me, and still something, it's a commitment. I don't feel like doing anything but the minimum, and even that is quite hard. So I'm reaching out to you guys to let you know you're not alone. And if you're like me and you've been where I am right now, please let me know. Comment below. I've tried to research on the internet to, you know, find message boards, and most of the things I've found are pretty old, you know, dating back years ago. The message boards aren't really updated, so maybe I haven't found the right ones. I don't know. If you guys know of any that are helpful, please let me know in the links below. But I'm reaching out to you guys on YouTube because I know that I have a few subscribers anyway, I think 14 or something. So some of you guys have seen my videos and liked them and want some updates. So I'm here to do something a little bit different, but it still ties into what my videos were on as far as my breastfeeding journey. I'm trying to make this video quick because I always make really long videos and I don't want to bore you guys. But I need someone to talk to and reach out to. I need to know I'm not alone, which I know I'm not, but it helps to have someone in the, you know, virtual world to correspond with, and to just say, hey, you're great, you're doing great, you're going to get through this. And I know I am, but, you know, it just helps to have someone to talk to. So, you know, someone else to talk to. I don't have a lot of family to talk to. And my husband, I'm sure, is getting, I mean, he's my only support system, really. So he's getting really, I mean, I shouldn't say he's getting tired of it, because I know he's not. He loves me, and he wants the best for me. He wants me to be happy and healthy, and he wants me to enjoy life. And I want all those same things as well. So, you know, but I can't keep putting this on him. Anyway, so I'm going to end this because it's getting to be, what is it up to now? 10 minutes. So We got the tree up. You can see that in the background. And like I said, Bentley's over there on the floor playing. Maverick will be up any minute now. But please reach out to me. Let me know if you're going through what I am. And if you have any other suggestions, anywhere else I can reach out to you virtually. Right now, like I said, it's hard for me to get out of the house. So meeting friends for a cup of coffee or something is hard. Getting out and volunteering is hard. It doesn't happen. Very rarely, I should say. But just, talking to someone on the internet and then being able to say, hey, you're going through this too? That's great. What are you going through? And it's so helpful. So this is the face of postpartum depression, and I wanted you all to see it and know that I'm going through it, and it is happening late postpartum, like I said, 10 months. But it can happen, and it does happen, and it's happening to me. So if it's happening to you too, reach out to me and let me know. Talk to me and let me know what you're going through. And, I'm here all the time. I'll try to comment back as quickly as I can. With the 2 boys, it's a little hard, but I'll try, like I said. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And also reach out to your physicians. Reach out to them. Medication may be what you need. If you have a support system, use it. Get help with laundry, cooking, meals, getting out of the house. It's so hard, but you really have to. You have to make yourself do it. And then just reaching out to others like me who are going through it and may be able to help you too. So I'm going to end this now and wish you guys well. God bless. Happy holidays. I'm trying to get in the holiday spirit, but it's hard this year. So anyways, like I said, I hope that this video finds you well, and maybe it'll help you, and maybe you'll find out that you're not the only one, and it can happen late. I thought it was too late for me to be having PPD, but it's not. It can happen. Anyways, signing off now. Let me know if you guys want to comment further, and I would love to talk to you. Bye.